Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Black Rob, and I'm back with another video. I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that I am the voice behind the video. So I'm going to be the narrator of this entire thing, as well as the man behind the camera. I like to do things POV style. I want to actually show you what it's like to do those things, and you decide if it's something you want to do. So for the ones who are not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe and like. I make content such as life hacks, travel videos, ranging from financial budgeting or financial tips to credit building, things of that nature, but primarily traveling videos. And for those who are subscribed, I just want to thank you guys for the support. I am now monetized with 1,000 subscribers, and that itself is a huge accomplishment for any YouTuber. So I'm so glad to be here. But let me not take too much of your time, and I'm gonna dive right into the video. Thanks. First, let me show you guys the Airbnb. I just wanna let you guys know to look for hotels as well. Airbnb is typically cheaper, but it doesn't give you that same sense of security as a hotel would. And I always suggest now going forward, live in Manhattan. If you're gonna come to New York, stay in Manhattan. It's so much closer to everything else, and you'll really appreciate it. So one of the things that I definitely suggest going to go do is going to Dream Mall, American Dream Mall. It is a big complex with a bunch of things to do. For anyone that has a family, this is like a kid's dream. They have ski slopes, ice skating ring, amusement park, water park, as you see, putt-putt, laser tag, and the prices vary. So as you see in this video, we actually decided to go to the water park, which was $100 per ticket. The ski slope is about $100 per ticket, but everything else is actually cheaper. So if you wanted to bring your kids out here, if you wanted to have some fun yourself, tickets are as low as $20, $30. Now, if you want to go big and go all out, again, it can be a little bit more pricier, but you have a wide option of things to do. And let me just tell you, none of us are too old to have a little fun at a water park or amusement park. Who doesn't like that? Come on, that's always a fun time. But definitely look up American Dream Mall. It's a shopping mall with stores in it, food court. It's just huge, and it was so beautiful. I suggest anyone to go check this place out because that water park was really, really amazing. Now again, tickets can range, they can vary, but still, just seeing the place would be cool enough. You can do something like ice skating, which is as low as $40, and then doing that will allow you to actually see them all, and then you can decide what you will want to do afterwards. I really enjoyed myself. So another thing to do in New York City, well, actually, it's so cool, is going to the World Trade Center. Now, as you see, this is actually the train station right underneath the World Trade Center. It's really beautiful, and riding a train around New York City is the easiest thing to do. It is the best thing to do. Don't try to drive in New York. Just hop on a train or do as we did, which is we biked so much. And with the electric bikes, it's so easy. Just one little pedal and you're gone, you're flying. It's so easy. I would definitely suggest taking a bike or a train to wherever you need to go. Now, the One World Observatory is the New World Trade Center, one of the tallest buildings in the country, and it was just beautiful. As you see, it was so advanced, so much technology, so colorful. I really enjoyed my time here. Now, if you take a look at this is actually the elevator. So we're getting on the elevator, and throughout the elevator, it shows you through the years, starting at 1600 New York City, and how New York City has evolved and built up to have so many skyscrapers and cool buildings. It was really cool to see that. Now, this elevator is actually the fastest moving elevator in the Western Hemisphere. It takes you up to the 102nd floor in 47 seconds or somewhere around there. And again, I was just amazed by the art and the show that just going to the top of this building provided. It was really good. So take a look at this, and you let me know in the comments below if this is something that you would be interested in doing. Now, at the top, they have bars, they have a restaurant. I suggest setting reservations, but it's a good amount of things to do at the top, as well as just seeing the entire city. From this high, you can actually see the curvature of the earth. I don't know how far you can see out. You probably can see Kentucky from the top of this building, but it was extremely cool. It's a little weird because your ears start popping as soon as you're on the elevator, so getting used to that is like just weird in itself, but it was a really amazing adventure. So I suggest anyone to actually go check it out. Now, tickets for this were actually $40. However, it was more expensive in person. So I suggest to reserve tickets beforehand so you don't have to pay that extra $20. The entire thing took about an hour. It's really as long as you want it to last. They say plan for up to 2 hours. We were in and out in about an hour and 15 minutes, just so we can squeeze more things into our day. But the entire show was, again, absolutely beautiful. I wanted to go during the day just because you can see further out. You can actually see the curve of the earth. Compared to at night, it just gets dark on the horizon and you can't see anything. And they also gave you this tablet, which I thought was pretty cool. You can actually move it around and it'll show you history and facts and things about New York and the buildings and why they were built. So it's pretty educational as well. So again, if you have a family or if you have kids, or if you are just into things like this is really for you. And I believe $40 isn't that bad for this experience. I say you're not breaking the bank with $40, and I understand some people are in different situations than others, but I actually suggest to anyone, check this this event out. This is pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I enjoyed it. So again, we rode the train everywhere, and if you come to New York, you have to go to Central Park. You know how many movies were shot in Central Park? It's a huge park. So as soon as we walked up, of course, this guy was trying to sell us his services, riding on a bike, and we're poor. Them tickets were pretty pricey, but I don't want to tell you guys not to do it. If you have the money to do that, go ahead and do it. However, we decided to rent our own bikes and ride them ourselves, and we rode all around Central Park, and that was a pretty cool thing to see. Again, I appreciated it, just seeing these areas, knowing, wow, this is exactly where Spider-Man was filmed. Wow, Iron Man, all the Avengers, it seemed like, were filmed in Central Square Park. But it's a perfect trail for bike riders. It can get harder, it can get easier, it just depends on where you're riding. I suggest getting a city e-bike because again, you don't have to pedal that hard. But if you come to New York, make sure you get on the ferry. Tickets for the ferry are pretty inexpensive, only about $10, and it just takes you on the water, and I think that's just a good vibe in itself, to just hop on the boat and see things. So like I said before, we rode bikes almost everywhere. We minimized the expenses on Uber and Lyft and taxis. We just rode these city e-bikes, and they were so easy to pedal, and they were a lot cheaper. I'm telling you, we went from Midtown to South Manhattan all on these bikes. And they have perfect bike lanes for it. It was just the easiest thing to do rather than sitting in bump and run traffic or worrying about pedestrians every angle you go, or even looking for a Uber. Of course, this is Manhattan during the day. We had to go check that out. Got some lunch. If you come to New York, make sure you go get you some New York style pizza. We hit 2 places, and it was the best pizza I've ever had. Like, no exaggeration. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It was really great. So of course, you can't come to New York City and not go to Times Square at night. It was a good vibe out there. Now, for the people who aren't smokers, this isn't for you, but for the smokers, weed is completely legal in New York City. Like, it's legal to where you can walk on the streets and smoke weed like cigarettes. A lot of people were just smoking. There were weed trucks, like food trucks that sold weed and edibles and things like that. It was good to see, just knowing that we're heading in the right direction. Whether you're a smoker or not, it's just one less thing that you have to worry about as far as getting in trouble for if you are a smoker. If not, then this isn't really for you. But of course, going to Times Square, you're going to see performances. So on this end, we were actually in Jersey City. That's where our Airbnb was, and this is where you most likely see all the good pictures of the skyline. It's a nice little boardwalk. When we came out there, people were turning up, like taking shots, like it was a club vibe out there. So it was pretty cool. Speaking of that, we did go to this club right here. It was completely free. It was in Jersey City, red carpet. We turned back around and thought it was nice. And this one guy in front of us, he actually got us in because we were not prepared. We had on jumpsuits. And just know COVID does not live here. COVID does not live here. However, I'm gonna take everyone's word and think that they are vaccinated. I know I am, so I'm happy to be protected. Whether you're not, that's your decision. I truly don't mind. But this was a really nice bar, really nice club. It was 3 levels. It was beautiful. But overall, the trip was a success. This was the last night, so let me show you a little bit of the drone footage that I got while being there. I was actually shocked that they allowed you to fly your drone in the area, but there was a height restriction, so that sucked in itself. But either way, you can't fly in DC, so this was cool just being able to. But you know, guys, I really appreciate you all watching my video. Please smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'm gonna be coming with another video and things to do in Colorado in just 10 days or 2 weeks. So please tune in. Go ahead and hit that bell notification so you can get notified once that video drops. This will actually be my 2nd time going to Colorado. However, my 1st time making a video of it. And Colorado is pretty dope itself. Now again, thank you guys for watching, and I'm now signing out. Peace.